BLUELOCK Chapter 336, Crow and Ice just dropped. I'm not even gonna waste any time, we're just gonna get straight into it.
He sent it over to the left side. The ball goes to HIORI.
And you know, we get a little translator note. The hi in HIORI means ice. Okay, Crow and Ice. I see what KARASU's doing here. And HIORI's with the ball, activated Metavision eyes, as he begins to think.
I was thinking the same thing, Karasu. The attack patterns that start with the Isagi are dead in the water, so somebody's gotta create a new one. Right now, we're the only ones that can.
And he's rushing down the field with the ball, hitting that little Naruto run. Renoir's panicking.
He's free! Somebody cover him!
Oh, neat. But HIORI, he's got other plans.
Too slow. I'll cut past. Aim for a shot.
But then HIORI remembers the Uber match happened, and he's like, wait a minute, I'm not a fucking striker anymore.
No, I don't have a course.
And he hits a slick pass to Karasu.
Another side pass. But this threw out their defensive line. Shoot now, Karasu.
And Karasu, he is pissed as hell. Not me, dumbass. I want you to shoot, you major sadist. I know you're talented striker best of all, because we were on the same youth team. Your conflicted feelings about soccer, your resignation, and how much you changed here in BLUELOCK. I've been watching you all along, so I should know. And Karasu sends it back to HIORI, who's surprised.
You passed back to me, Karasu.
That's why I can take this chance on you, because of your extraordinary shooting talent. But we got Rin and Isagi begging for the ball. Pass it. HIORI!
The idea came to me. Once I put everything into being second best.
Shoot, damn it. And we go to a double spread with Karasu having that aura, crow feathers crawling up his face, the feathers holding back the defenders. The path to victory lies in self-sacrifice. I aim for my head. And HIORI's eyes lights up.
I'm trusting you, extraordinary.
And he shoots the ball past Karasu's wings, and the defenders can't believe it.
What?
He lowered his head at the last second to create a tiny shot course. And then we get a sick-ass goal, bro. I don't know how many people noticed this, but we got the fucking shards of ice shooting out of the net, bro. This shit actually looks clean. This looks hella tough. And Charles is in disbelief.
What? Who the hell said they couldn't make Galazos without Yoichi Isagi?
Renoir, yeah, you failed, buddy. I'm not gonna lie, you lost a bit of aura for this, but you know, you're still my goat.
Goal! With HIORI adapted across the trick shot, BLUELOCK has tied the score.
And the fans are going crazy. Everyone's loving this. We got fucking HIORI riding his man Karasu. No pause. Full resume. I know what I said. Don't fucking question me. HIORI is riding Karasu. He is holding him on his head, full action, riding him. All right!
Damn, you're in Karasu.
And Bachira, what the fuck? And Isagi, I almost don't even want to see this guy anymore. I don't know if I'm happy or sad that I'm seeing your face.
All right, we caught up. We have a chance now. But what Karasu just did, looked like he totally given up on scoring his own goal.
Is that really okay? Doesn't that go against everything BLUELOCK stands for? See, even if it's not you, there's someone with the brains and talent to be second best. Not bad, BLUELOCK. This is the destructive power of utter suitability. One more thing. If you also started acting like a second best up on the front line, BLUELOCK could begin to hold its own against France. You hold the team's destiny in your own hands, Yoichi Isagi. And oh my god, this fucking retard, bro. I'm going to rip into Hugo in this post-chapter review, but everything he just said here is wrong for so many reasons. Moving the goalposts, being a fucking idiot. This, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But someone grabs Isagi's head. Ignore Isagi. Our destiny is devouring each other to be the best. Second best is so tepid. And yes! Rin gassing up Isagi, my Rin-Sagi moment. Oh my god, bro. This type of interaction between Rin and Isagi, this like character development, this subtle character development from Rin, I've been waiting for this shit ever since PXG happened, bro. Obviously, Rin knows that Isagi is like his main rival. No shit, he's not gonna want him to be like,
yeah, you know what? I'll settle for being second best in the world.
Obviously, Rin is going to want Isagi to be at his best performance, even if he's gonna have to act like a sort of tsundere to get there. But actually seeing him be like, yo, Isagi, lock the fuck in, because our destiny is battling each other for the best spot. That is just so fucking cool. I love that so much. I am so proud of Rin for being able to have a moment like this. But Isagi, he is anything but proud as he is fucking tweaking. What is this face, bro?
Which way is right? We did it, Ego-san. Karasu-kun and HIORI-kun managed to create a new attack pattern. We still have a shot.
No, I didn't expect this. I had no desire for this chemical reaction. And, you know, I don't even blame him, but once again, I'll talk about that in my post-discussion review.
Huh?
And Isagi is confused.
What should I believe in?
What is happening in Blue Lock. And as Blue Lock is at a final divide and we get this final panel with Isagi blacked out, that is the end of chapter 336, Crow and Ice. And wow, there's so much to talk about, I don't even know where to start, but let's start with the most obvious thing. HIORI and Karasu's goal. They really locked the fuck in here. Holy. Karasu choosing to sacrifice himself for that second best role fully, and HIORI finally locking in, forgetting what he said in the Ubers match and scoring his own goal. That shit is peak, bro. That shit is fucking peak. Had Charles mixed up, had Renoir mixed up, had the commentator mixed up, had this random ass defender mixed up, bro. But most importantly, I'm not gonna forget, no, fucking Loki, bro. I don't care what anyone says. HIORI mixed him up on defense, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, Loki's not a defender, so he can't do anything. And then HIORI scores on him. I don't know what you want me to do. Not only did he take the ball from Loki, he scored on his team. Like, is Loki the worst human being alive? Maybe. I'm not saying yes, I'm just saying there might be a conversation that we might need to have. But jokes aside, I love this entire sequence. Seeing Japan tie France already at 1-1, I have a feeling we're in for a pretty long match, because I did not expect Japan to actually be able to hold their own like this. I really expected like a full-on beatdown. But hey, maybe Kanisho is gonna make things more interesting like he's doing right now. And speaking of interesting, let's talk about Hugo. Hugo. If you've been on like TikTok, Reddit, literally fucking anywhere, chances are you've seen me to some capacity, even if you don't know it. And people have had some pretty choice words to describe what I said about Hugo. But I am here right now to say that I officially do not apologize for any bit of it, because oh my fucking god, this guy is so retarded. First, it was Blue Lock needs a second best to overthrow France and possibly win. But now that's happened, Hugo's trying to keep up the nonchalant gimmick, but he's moving the goalpost, saying now Isagi has to become second best as well. So what does this really mean? All this really means is that Hugo is talking out of his ass. He is doing something smart here, it's just not what people think. He's not actually trying to give Isagi advice to become the best version of himself. He's giving him advice so the French team can win. Because think about it, the only reason he's getting in Isagi's head here is because Isagi has always been a character that's able to take Ego's philosophies and build upon them and even surpass them in his own right. And this is to say that Ego's words themselves are not to be taken like the gospel. Isagi often can and does go beyond them, but the foundation is always about wanting to be the best version of himself, wanting to be that #1 striker. That's where it all comes from. So with Hugo telling Isagi here that second best is a realistic thing for him to win, and making Isagi question if that's a route he could take, he begins to strip Isagi of his fundamental ability to usurp Ego's philosophies. And instead of actually being a player that can make crazy plays that are heavily inspired, he's now just a player that's extremely confused on the field and doesn't know what's happening. And this is terrible. We clearly want Isagi to lock in, but it's also terrible because Hugo has said about Blue Lock having an Isagi Yoichi reliance issue is kind of true. So if the person they're mainly reliant on is in a state of confusion all the time, then yeah, it's not gonna bode well for the team. But this whole spiel about Isagi actually being a better player if he's second best, I'm pretty sure at this point even Hugo knows that's bullshit. But if not, at the very least, he's just a hypocritical character who can't help but move the goalposts. But you know, I low-key gotta respect it because this is just W hating on his part. But I want to go back to our Isagi moment, bro. I already talked about it, so I'm gonna keep it brief. But bro, I wanted this moment in the manga to happen so badly, bro. Like, I don't know, this is probably the closer we're gonna get to them kissing, and I'll take it. Like, like I wanted this from Rin and Isagi so bad, bro. I gotta make a Blue Lock Yaoi video at some point, man. But finally, we got Ego here talking about how this isn't the chemical reaction that he desired. It's like I said, because it's Hugo moving the goalpost, just trying to obliterate the core of Blue Lock's team, which is Isagi, leaving him in a confused state, absolutely useless, forcing characters like Karasu and HIORI to adapt. So maybe this is a game for the side characters where Isagi kind of just lies in confusion. But if Rin can help Isagi lock in, then hey, maybe things will get really interesting, and that's kind of what I want to happen. But yeah, that's all I got for today's chapter. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, to like, comment, subscribe, because it would mean the world to me, especially since most of you don't. But until the next video, I'll see ya. Peace.